What if there existed a path, a way of life, that could lead you to a state of perfect peace, absolute wisdom, and unconditional love? This is the promise of Buddhism, a spiritual tradition that has shaped the lives of millions for over 2 millennia. Our journey begins in the 6th century BCE, in the verdant landscapes of ancient India. Here, a prince named Siddhartha Gautama was born into a life of luxury. However, Siddhartha was not content. He renounced his royal heritage and embarked on a spiritual quest for enlightenment. After years of rigorous meditation and ascetic practices, he attained enlightenment under the famous Bodhi tree, thus becoming the Buddha, or the Enlightened One. Buddha then began to share his wisdom. He preached the Four Noble Truths, the truth of suffering, the cause of suffering, the end of suffering, and the path leading to the end of suffering. This path is known as the Eightfold Path, a guide to ethical living, mental discipline, and wisdom. As word of his teachings spread, Buddhism began to take root. It spread across the Indian subcontinent and beyond, reaching the hearts and minds of people across Asia. Buddhism then branched into several schools of thought. In the 1st century BCE, Theravada Buddhism emerged in Sri Lanka, focusing on individual enlightenment. Meanwhile, Mahayana Buddhism, which emphasized altruism and the ideal of the bodhisattva, took root in China, Korea, and Japan. Centuries later, in the 7th century, Vajrayana Buddhism, or Tantric Buddhism, arose in India, later spreading to Tibet and Mongolia. This form of Buddhism incorporated rituals and meditation techniques thought to swiftly lead practitioners to enlightenment. Fast forward to the 20th century, Buddhism found its way to the West, where it continues to grow and evolve, influencing everything from psychology to pop culture. So, what have we explored today? We've traveled from the 6th century BCE to the present day, tracing the evolution of Buddhism from the teachings of a single man to a global spiritual tradition. We've seen how Buddhism spread across continents, adapting to different cultures while maintaining its core teachings. We've witnessed the birth of Theravada, Mahayana, and Vajrayana Buddhism, each with its unique interpretation of Buddha's teachings. Buddhism has always been more than a religion. It's a way of life, a path to enlightenment, and a guide to ethical living. From the enlightened Buddha to the millions of practitioners today, the history of Buddhism is a testament to the enduring power of its teachings. In the end, Buddhism invites every individual to embark on their own journey towards enlightenment, towards a state of perfect peace, absolute wisdom, and unconditional love. And isn't that a journey worth taking? Have you ever wondered why the Buddha seems so serene, so peaceful, so content? Could it be that the teachings of Buddhism hold the secrets to a fulfilling and balanced life? Today we delve into the fascinating world of Buddhism, exploring its basic tenets and practices. At the heart of Buddhism lies the Four Noble Truths. These truths are the cornerstone of Buddhist thought, offering profound insights into the nature of suffering and the path to liberation. The first noble truth is the truth of suffering, or dukkha. It's the realization that life, with its birth, aging, illness, and death, carries inherent suffering. However, this isn't a pessimistic view, but rather a realistic understanding of the world. The second noble truth is the truth of the origin of suffering, or samudaya. It suggests that the root of all suffering is desire, attachment, and ignorance. This includes the desire for pleasure, existence, and non-existence. The third noble truth is the truth of the cessation of suffering, or nirodha. It proposes that by relinquishing these desires and attachments, one can achieve nirvana, a state of liberation and tranquility. The fourth noble truth is the truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering, or magga. It introduces the Eightfold Path, a set of guidelines on ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. The Eightfold Path is a practical interpretation of the teachings of the Buddha and serves as a compass to guide one's life. It includes right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. The practice of Buddhism isn't confined to meditation alone. It encompasses a broad range of practices, including observing precepts, which are ethical guidelines for leading a virtuous life, cultivating virtues such as generosity and loving kindness, and developing wisdom through the study of Buddhist scriptures. In Buddhism, the concept of karma plays a vital role. It's the law of moral causation, suggesting that our past actions shape our present circumstances and our present actions shape our future. Buddhism is an inward journey, a path of self-discovery and transformation. It encourages introspection, mindfulness, and the cultivation of inner peace. In summary, Buddhism, with its Four Noble Truths and Eightfold Path, provides a framework for understanding the world and navigating life. It's a path that values wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. Its practices, which include meditation, observance of precepts, and cultivation of virtues, aim to foster inner peace and liberation. The concept of karma underscores the importance of our actions and their consequences. Buddhism isn't about blindly following a set of rules, but about understanding the nature of existence and striving for a state of balance and liberation. So, the next time you see a serene Buddha statue, remember, it's not just about the calm exterior. It's a symbol of a profound journey towards inner peace and enlightenment.
Ever pondered why Buddhist prayers seem to echo with a tranquil resonance? Welcome to a journey of understanding the significance, purpose, and process of Buddhist prayers. Buddhist prayers, often misunderstood as religious chants, are in fact spiritual tools for transformation. They embody the fundamental teachings of Buddhism, presenting them in a poetic, rhythmic form. The purpose? To cultivate mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom. These prayers are not directed to a divine entity. Rather, they serve as a means of self-reflection. They guide practitioners to observe their thoughts, emotions, and actions without judgment. This observance, in turn, becomes the stepping stone towards inner peace and enlightenment. So, how does one engage in Buddhist prayers? The process is simple and profound. It begins with setting an intention, not as a wish for personal gain, but as a commitment to cultivate positive qualities like patience, kindness, and understanding. This intention setting is known as bodhicitta, the desire to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. The next step is to recite the prayer. This could be a mantra, a sutra, or a simple affirmation. The key is to recite with awareness, understanding the meaning behind the words. As the words are voiced, they become a mirror, reflecting the practitioner's mind and revealing the areas that need attention and transformation. The final step is dedication. This is the act of sharing the merits of the prayer with all beings. It's a powerful reminder of our interconnectedness and mutual responsibility. Now, let's pause for a moment and reflect. We've delved into the heart of Buddhist prayers, revealing their significance as tools of transformation. We've understood their purpose, to cultivate mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom. We've walked through the process, setting an intention, reciting with awareness, and dedicating the merits. In conclusion, Buddhist prayers are not just rhythmic verses, they are a journey that begins with self-awareness, moves towards transformation, and ends in a dedication to the well-being of all. They are a testament to the Buddhist belief in the potential of every individual to attain enlightenment. Remember, the beauty of these prayers lies not in their recitation, but in their realization. They are an invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery, a journey where the destination is the journey itself. So the next time you hear a Buddhist prayer, remember, it's more than just words, it's a path to enlightenment. Thank you for joining this exploration of Buddhist prayers. May the insights gained here inspire you on your own spiritual journey.